This is the Oasis News Organization. Oh no. Today I'm reporting from the Oasis about finishing up the first temporary shelter. Alright, oh no's. If y'all been paying attention, you deserve a little explanation here about why I have the first temporary shelter. This is my building phase is the pop-up, which is my temporary shelter while I'm building an actual wood 12 by 12 cabin, which will then be my temporary shelter while I'm building the Oasis News Organization's world headquarters down here at the Oasis. So I got to this point and I had problems sleeping in it, which I talked about the zombies walking around in flip-flops that kept me awake. And when I left, I had the 4 gray tarps put up around the sides, the big tarp over it. And when I get back on this trip, everything was still there. So I'm a hell of a construction guy. And my security guard there, Rock and Roll Elmo, evidently he did his job because everything on the inside was still there. But the problem with the big flapping tarp just wasn't going to work, so I took it down. Here's a view of the necessities that I thought I needed while I was building on the cabin. And let's see, we'll start with that table over there to the right. It was in showroom condition. It was a IKEA table made out of particle board, and it took it about 6 months to rot away, and it has ended up in the a bonfire, but I saved the metal legs. I did shoot Oasis Zebra in season, so that was my second kill. Of course, Zorro and I killed that first Oasis zombie. I built a bed frame out of fence wood to hold a air mattress, which leaked. Had an old monitor up there powered with a car battery and an inverter. I had a VHS player that I'd saved a whole bunch of old tapes. Of course, they were all crummy shows. And it worked. Strung up Christmas lights. And I thought, man, this is great. But either I didn't have the battery charged up enough. I don't know, but they didn't stay on very long. And I didn't try experimenting too much more about it. Anything else there? No, I don't think so, but something's coming up. Well, that's what's in your closet. You are looking at authentic Levi bell bottoms. You can't quite tell looking at the bottom there, but I had those bell bottoms back in, let's say it's 1972. Now, how I've held on to them for this long, I don't know. They are authentic bell bottoms, yes. And I will show you that they're authentic Levi's also. There's the authentic Levi tag, certificate of authenticity. Let's get on back to the Oasis temporary shelter, and we're going to wrap this up here. There's a couple of things I wanted to point out. That black pole that's standing up over to the left, well, that's a microphone stand from a company called Shoko. I've had that damn thing since 1977, and it's been in storage, and it's one of those pieces of, I got a place to put it, I don't need it, but put it down there. Galvanized tub there. I've had it down at the Oasis from the very beginning, and right now it's been there for 3 years, and I've never used it. But I figure if you're going off-grid, you probably need a tub like that. I don't know, soak your feet in, but I've never got around to soaking my feet in it. But here's the sad story. Oh, wait a minute here. This isn't a sad story. Here at Ono, we don't tell sad stories. It's all about uplifting life adventures. So I stay in the pop-up for, I don't know, 3-4 months while I'm building the cabin. Now during that time, I had a midlife crisis. I'd been looking at side-by-sides because I was getting tired of walking all around the oasis carrying tools and rolling my red wagon with my stereo. And I was pricing out these things, and damn, they're expensive. I paid $6,500 for a used, full-size used pickup truck, and I went out and I bought this Polaris. But the story of buying the Polaris, which I named Trigger, goes like this. I went out for an $8 pack of cigarettes one day, right around my birthday. I was turning 66. And there was a Polaris store right up the street. Well, the store by my house didn't have my brand, so I went over to another place, got my $8 pack of cigarettes, and I'd been meaning to go in there. So I go in there, and one of their young bucks gets hold of me, and 2 hours later, I come home. I've got an $8 pack of cigarettes and an $8,000 Polaris. Today's report's dedicated to those 4 guys from Liverpool. The album with the Beatles, which I've never heard of. The song is That's What I Want. Here's the lyric. Your loving gives me a thrill, but your loving don't pay my bills. Now give me money. That's what I want. Remember, Onos, world peace begins at home.